We're back.
Welcome to Onboarding 101 Part 2. Okay, in this video, we're going to really go over the difference between retail customers, VIP customers, how to enroll your customers, and how to work with Flexships. So if you haven't mastered those skills, this is a great informative video for you.
All right, so let's get started. Retail customers. So retail customers can buy whatever they would like right out of our website. They pay full price. There's no discounts. They do pay shipping. They are not available to get any of our flash sales. They don't get basically any perks at all. So we like to give them the option, but typically they're going to actually get ripped off, basically, if they do retail.
Yep. So we will make more money off of our retail customers, but what we want to encourage is the VIP customer because it's residual income and they're going to continue purchasing. So for VIPs, they're going to get 15% off of products at least because we have something called our Purchase Plus program. So the more they spend, the more they save. And you can see at the top here of the screen, there is a little graphic for you. So based on retail prices, if they spend $116, they're getting an additional 15% off. If they spend $150 in retail price, they're getting an additional 20% off. And then $250, they're getting 25% off. And it's really important to play around with their product that they're purchasing because sometimes you can add in an additional product and it will cost them the same amount of money. So these customers are also getting free shipping on $84 purchases or more, or with any of the flash sales. They will get the free product with their Flexships. So those are called our Only For You products. Those are full-size products that we typically have a choice of every month. The first of the month, we'll get those choices. It'll come out, and we get to decide what the best product for them is for free. They'll get flash sale access. They get a birthday coupon. So in their birthday month, they're getting $25 off of a $50 purchase plus free shipping. They also have access to our referral program. So if somebody sees their hair and says, what are you using? I want those products, and they refer somebody to you as the market partner, both the referrer and the referee are going to get $20 in their account towards their next Flexship order. So that's really cool. You can stack those up as many times as you'd like. The VIP program is a $19.99 buy-in program. It's a one-time fee. They pay it once and only once, and then they're a VIP for life once they've met their requirements of 3 Flexships in 3 years. So that's 1 Flexship a year for 3 years. And they're going to love the product, so they're probably going to meet that requirement in the first year. We make 15% off of these clients. And as always, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if your potential VIP is really nervous about trying new products because they don't think they're going to like them, always push that 30-day money-back guarantee. It's like getting samples, and if they choose not to use those products after those 30 days, they can send them back and get their money back.
Okay, so setting up VIPs. You want to make sure that you have a system right when you start. You're going to have a lot of VIPs throughout the years, and if you stay organized, it'll be a lot easier for you as their go-to person to log into their account to help service them. So what we like to do is for their username, we use their first name and their last name. So that, and it's all lowercase. And then everybody uses a different type of password that you'll remember. I know, for example, here, you would use the first initial, last name with a 1 exclamation point. And you would use that for every single client that you sign on because you don't want to forget their password that you set up for them.
Right. So
because when you're setting up the account, you have to do all of this for them.
Yeah, so I was going to say, I typically keep a notes on my phone that basically has every single one of my clients and their passwords. And sometimes you'll have clients who will go into their account and change their password on you. That happens, and it's okay. You don't have to freak out. You can just simply reach out to them and say, hey, I noticed your password has changed. Can you send me your password so that I can make sure that I'm providing a no hassle service for you? And I can make this as effortless for you as I possibly can. And I'll go in and I will manage your account for you. And typically people eat that right up. They're like, oh, you're going to do my ordering for me? You're going to maintain my account? Perfect. One thing I don't have to worry about. So they'll give you that password if something like that happens. Just make sure you record it.
Yep. Okay. Want to talk about how we wash?
Sure. All right. So we wash twice. Okay. Every single shampoo, every single shower, we wash our hair twice. And there is a reason for that. So that first time we are going to wash, we are breaking down any dirt, grime buildup, and external toxins on our hair. Okay. You're not going to get a great lather on this wash. It's not supposed to. It's not going to suds up. It's not going to feel like you're even doing anything, but you are. This picture at the top here shows exactly that. In that first wash, you really don't see any sudsing. Okay, but on that second wash, when you put that into your scalp, you're really working it in, you're going to suds up like crazy. This wash is actually penetrating into the follicle and it's cleansing it from the inside out and it's leaving your hair nourished, okay? So when you get a VIP customer, as soon as you place their order, the first thing you need to do is send them the directions. If you don't have those directions, make sure you ask your upline for them. And I'm telling you, make sure you check on this VIP after they get their products, because 50% of the time, your client is going to say, it didn't suds up. I didn't feel like I washed my hair. And your first question is going to be like, did you wash twice? And a lot of times they're going to be like, no, was I supposed to? You really have to beat this information into their head because it's not something that they typically do, okay? Remember, less is more with these products. They're highly concentrated, so only a dime to nickel size amount, really working it into the scalp and letting it sit for 2 minutes each time you wash is the most effective way to get a great wash.
Okay, so we talked a little bit about Flexships earlier when we were talking about VIPs, but I really want to go through what it means and how it works. And so our Flexship program is not an auto ship. They are not locked in to get anything every month, every 2 months, whatever it might be. We call it a placeholder. And most of the time when I'm using it, I'm actually using it for myself as a placeholder so that I remember to reach back out to them because it's very easy to get busy and completely forget. And this is kind of what really holds you accountable.
Yeah.
Because you are providing a service to your VIPs. So you want to make sure you're checking in on them, making sure they're happy with the products. And when you're doing the hair quiz, when, once you get their recommendations, a lot of times we'll give you a bunch of recommendations and they may not want to buy everything all at once. So the Flexship is a great way to say, hey, when we spoke originally, you just wanted to get the shampoo, conditioner, and blowout, but we also talked about the oil or the leave-in. And so this might be a way also to reach back out to your clients and say, hey, remember that other stuff we were talking about? Why don't we set it up? Yeah. Flexships can only happen from the 1st to the 25th of the month. And, everyone's always like, how come? And it's because the end of the month is crazy. It's crazy for everybody.
Yeah.
And so the company is really focused on getting everybody's last minute orders in, so they can't be processing the Flexships also. Flexships do not process on Saturday and Sunday. So if you have a Flexship set up for, let's say, on this scenario here for the 21st, you're not going to see it in your numbers and you're not going to see it ship out until the 22nd. And the same thing if you set up on a Saturday.
Yeah, so the numbers will refresh on that Monday. So don't be alarmed if you don't see your PV go up on a weekend. It will happen on that Monday. If we're saying that you can only place a Flexship from the 1st to the 25th, there's 2 recommendations. Don't ever set a Flexship for the 1st of the month. The reason for that is because those only for you free products we just talked about a little while ago they're replenished every first of the month. So we don't know what those products are. So you don't want to process their Flexship until you know what those products are and you can recommend the right one to them. And then also the 25th is the last day that the Flexship actually processes. But if you want that to process on the 25th, you need to set it up on the 24th. Okay. So you can never set a Flexship up on the same day that you're actually going into the system and setting it up. It has to happen on the following day.
Oh yeah, this is really important. It's really important. Although market partners are not required to have a Flexship, it is so important to keep that Flexship in your back office. So when you first sign on, it'll actually ask you when you click through your enrollment kit if you wanted to set up a Flexship. Most people say no. You should, if you said no, that's okay, we can set one up for you. But if you do not have a Flexship active in your back office, regardless of if you use it or not, you will not have access to free shipping. You will not have access to
I think
it's mostly free shipping,
pay shipping,
right?
yeah.
Yep.
So if you have an active Flexship, you will get free shipping on your shop orders. Now, obviously, as a market partner, it's in your best interest to use a Flexship because you're getting the free products. And how are you going to promote and share products that you've never used? Those only for use, and we're going to get into this in a little while, are not products that can be purchased. So take advantage of the Flexship. It doesn't do any harm to you. It's just another Flexship you have to push out. But when you're pushing those out already for customers, you can push it out easily for yourself.
And speaking of
here it is. So only for you products are the free product choices for the VIP and the market partner Flexship orders. And like I said, on the first of the month, those refresh. So one month I might have a air dry cream and a blowout cream option as my only for use. Those were back in the day. I think now those are purchasable. But the next month, on the first of the month, you might have a CC cream and a curl refresher spray. So you want to make sure that you are selecting the right product, because a curly girl person might really want that curl refresher spray, but if you don't select it, they might get whatever the company decides for them. So like I said, these change every first of the month, and they can potentially sell out throughout the month. So you want to make sure, if a client is dead set on getting the CC cream because you can't purchase that, that you want them to order right away at the beginning of the month, because you don't want it to sell out on them. And I've seen that happen. There's been instances where OFYs, only for use, change or are added throughout the middle of the month as well. So always pay attention to those OFYs. Like I said, these products typically can't be purchased. They're only selected in this format. And what happens is, like the air dry cream, for instance, wasn't only for you at one time, but once they had so much success with that, they decided to make it purchasable. So the more that people are excited about these OFYs, the more likely we are to put them into our purchasable items. So
I think this is the last slide.
I think this is when we're going to show them how to enroll.
Oh, how to enroll. Okay.
So give us 1 second.
Let me switch gears to
There it is. Share
okay,
screen.
there it is.
Go to screen here.
There we go. Okay.
So at the top of the screen here, you're going to see the home enroll shop section. That you're going to select enroll. For a new VIP, you just select enroll VIP. You're going to see on the right-hand side of the screen here, the VIP customer registration, which is that $19.99 that we talked about. And then down a little bit lower, you're going to just go to all products. And let's say our customer wants the Renew shampoo, the smoothing conditioner, and the Frizz Fix. We're going to show you how you can just type right into the search engine here, and the products should pop up. And we'll add the products to the cart. Perfect. Renew is in there. Smoothing conditioner. And let's go with Frizz Fix Smoothing Primer. Perfect. So if you look at our screen here at the top, it shows you that this customer earned an additional 15% off on top of their already 15% off. So their final price after all of this is going to be $107.54. And this is including the registration of the $19.99. They're getting a $15 discount on top of it. See that blue box, that rectangle that says add only for you item? You're going to select that. Here are our choices for this month. We have the Curl Refresher Spray, the Curl Defining Cream, Volumizing Conditioner, and the Hairspray. A couple of them are already sold out, so you can select whichever one is working for that client. And we will go to continue down at the bottom. Here's your Flexships screen, okay? And this again is a placeholder. So maybe I talked to this client about adding an oil in for her next month's purchase or in 2 months from now. So we're going to select the furthest date we can for this client, which happens to be July 25th. And we are going to add in the Rejuvenique oil for this client. And notice there's no only for you option here. That's because we're in July and we don't know those only for yous yet. So we're going to push continue. And this is where we are going to input this person's information. So you're going to, again, make sure their username and password is really easy to remember. Put that information in, record it down somewhere, and you'll just kind of go through the step-by-step process of this, okay? Make sure that if your client is not comfortable giving you their credit card information over text message, which can happen, that you're able to give them a call to get that information from them. Okay, now we're going to show you how to go in and change a Flexship. You'd go to the top, shop My Flexship. And here you're going to see that the frequency and the dates are selected right there. So we're going to go to that change ship date screen, and we're going to push it out as far as we can, which in this case goes all the way to July 25th. And we're going to change the frequency here to, instead of monthly, every other month. And in our system, we can only push it out 2 months at a time, but we can push that out over and over and over again. Then you're required to complete the steps below, which asks, why does this person want to push out their Flexship? You can push whatever you want. If they have a reason and it's not selected there, just pick one. And then hit submit. And it will tell you that this is successfully updated, and you can go ahead and recheck. There it is. Set for July 25th, and it's set for every other month. And that's really all there is to it.
So I think that is the end of that. Is there anything else we want to go over for enrolling?
I think that was it.
Okay. All right. We'll see you in module 3.
Yay.